Call the meeting to order for the joint regular City Council and Fire Protection District Board meeting for August 3rd, 2020.
Oh, and Bill Ross needs to be admitted as a
I
panelist.
just moved him. I just got him over there. Yeah.
Meeting's called to order. We have the flag, please.
Let me show.
Very good. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Abudamos.
Here.
Councilmember Oro.
Here.
Councilmember Washington.
Here.
Mayor Garcia. Oh, I'm sorry. Vice Mayor Joseph. I'm sorry.
I'm here.
Okay. All present and accounted for. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Moving on now to report on closed session, confirmation of reportable action. Mr. Ross.
Mr. Mayor and Council, I'll do a written report upon return from closed session as allowed by Government Code Section 54957.1. That will conclude the report unless there are questions.
Any questions from council? Seeing none, thank you, Mr. Ross. Moving now to City Clerk's announcement pursuant to Government Code 54952.3. It is as stated in the agenda. Proclamations and presentations, there are none this evening. Public comment on items not on the agenda. Have we received public comment on items not on the agenda?
We have Mayor Garcia. We received comments from Cindy Biederman, Barbara Nemco, Chris James, Tammy Wong, and Stephen Brook. And those have all been forwarded to you.
Thank you. We should not neglect, should do the our meetings. All folks can participate.
Okay, do we have any, I see no hands raised from the attendees. Okay, I do see a couple.
Can we do the, the notification of how to participate via
Sorry, okay.
social media, electronic?
Okay, thank you for joining us for the August 3rd, 2021 City of American Canyon City Council meeting. This meeting is being entirely held virtually in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The format tonight will be similar to that of an in-person City Council meeting. In addition to the Zoom platform, the meeting is being broadcast on cable TV channel 28, on YouTube, and streamed live on the city's website. You will see the City Council members on your screen, along with members of city staff. All members of the public will participate in a listen-only mode. Public comment is invited for non-agenda items during the public forum section of the meeting and on each agenda item. When the item you wish to speak on is called, please follow these steps to make your comment. When the mayor calls a particular item and you wish to speak on that item, click the raise hand button if joining by computer. If joining by phone, dial *9 to raise your hand. When it is your turn, I will announce your name and invite you to speak. You may see a message saying the host would like you to unmute your microphone. If you get this message, click unmute myself and begin speaking. To unmute yourself by phone, dial *6 and begin speaking. Video will not be turned on, only audio. You have up to 3 minutes to make your comments to the City Council. At the end of your 3 minutes, I will ask you to conclude your comments quickly and I will mute your audio once you're done. Please only press *9 to raise your hand for the items you wish to speak on, as the raised hands will be cleared at the end of each item. The agenda for this meeting is available on the City Council's page of the city's website. As is the standard practice, community members are allowed to comment one time on each agenda item. All votes on tonight's meeting will be taken by roll call. We ask your patience and understanding when there are technical difficulties. This concludes my introductory remarks.
Thank you very much. Now, with regard to public comment on items not on the agenda, you said there was a hand raised.
There are 2 hands raised,
Very good.
Mayor Garcia. I have Hugh Marquez.
Very good.
Hugh, you're muted. Okay, there we go.
There we
Go ahead, Hugh.
How are you doing this evening, City Council? Hopefully you're all doing well, Jason and everybody else.
Well, thank you.
I come to you today because I'm concerned that there is not a sidewalk on Eucalyptus. It's come to my attention that back in 2018, this was approached by you, was broached to you that this should be done. It also came to my attention that there was a $50,000 grant awarded to have that. I've also been told that Jason Hawley, that the city council requested that Jason Hawley have that done, and that in 2019 he took it away. Pretty much said that they weren't going to do it, and he named numerous reasons as to why. It also was told to me that the city council was unaware of why that sidewalk wasn't done. So I'm asking you, with a school and a senior center with the veterans in that area, to get this sidewalk done and find out what needs to be done in order to get it. We're gonna, by the beginning of this year, we're gonna have students going up and down that road, and there is not a sidewalk. It's very dangerous for them to be going down that road with no sidewalk. That's the first thing. The second thing is Northampton Park. We have a see it, click it, fix it, and I've been very disappointed in the fact that I asked for, there was a water fountain in Northampton Park was not working. When I put a see it, click it, fix it, they took the water fountain out. They didn't fix it, they removed it. And I still have not seen a water fountain put in there. We have basketball, we have Little League, we have people in the park, we have children in the park, we have people walking dogs, and there's not a water fountain in that park. It was removed after I put a see it, click it, fix it. And that was the remedy, which I found very discouraging. I believe I approached the city council once before, right after it happened. Second thing is I also did one for the bathroom at the Wellands Edge, and we still haven't. It's been over 2 months, and we don't have a bathroom there. And if you think not having a bathroom is stopping people from pissing and pooping in that area, you're mistaken. So I would request that the see it, click it, fix it actually get to some fixing and not just excuses as to why things aren't being done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next speaker, please.
We have Cindy Biederman. Go ahead, Cindy.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You know, every time I see these Zoom meetings, it just reminds me of Hollywood Squares by the format that is put up there. I know that's dated me, but that's what it looks like. Also watching your guys' faces, it looks like you guys had a day like me, which has been a Zoom marathon meeting day. As you guys, I know you guys received my message, my, again, lengthy comment letter regarding the eucalyptus sidewalks. It is lengthy, but then again, it's really not that lengthy compared that it's probably contains between 17 and 20 years worth of data. As I requested, I would like to have this item on the agenda the next meeting, whatever protocol you guys have to put this on the agenda to discuss it, but more importantly, to rectify it. I do appreciate Mr. Hawley reaching out to me earlier today on an email that I sent, gosh, what is today, Tuesday, maybe just the other day, but that was trying to give some motivation to let's get the sidewalk going again, and to give me a timeline of 14 months that hopefully it will be implemented. That's not acceptable. You know, it's been a long time. It's been a long journey. You guys know my story. You guys know it inside and out. You guys know it better than I do. It is time to get it fixed for our community. It's time to get it fixed for our kids. It's time to get it fixed for the disabled, the vulnerable, the elderly. There's no reason to it. You have 17 years, and I'm cutting 3 years off of that. 17 years to design it, to rectify it, to fix it. Now, let's implement it. You got the funding, but I also know that some of the funding's been there before because it was part of the agreement back in 2000, between 2000 and 2003. Other than that, like I said, I know you can't discuss it now. That's why I'm asking it to be agendized. But again, more importantly, let's fix this. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
We have Stephen Brook. Stephen, you're muted. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
I'll just reiterate what you and Cindy said. It's really disappointing that the sidewalk's not there, especially with the new school opening in just a few weeks. These kids are going to have to walk up a street that has no sidewalk. It's so small right now that you can't get two cars up that section anyway. And to have had the money there and not use it for what it was earmarked for is irresponsible. And this should have been done 2 years ago. So I'll just reiterate that's what we're looking to do. And I was really disappointed that it was not on the agenda tonight because I thought that it had been asked to be on the agenda. So please put it on the next meeting agenda. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do have Hugh Marquez with hand raised again. Mr. Marquez, you would have to speak on a different topic.
We're good. No, I'm sorry. I didn't lower my hand. I'm sorry. We're good.
Okay,
We're good.
all righty. I'm going to go ahead and lower it. Thank you.
Good.
I see no other hands raised.
Okay, very good. We'll continue with our agenda. Some of this may be a matter we want to take up at the end of our calendar or our agenda tonight. Any agenda changes, council, related to American Canyon Fire Protection District or the City of American Canyon? There's a consent calendar then. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
I'll second.
Motion second, roll call, please.
Yes. Okay, Councilmember Abudamas,
Yes.
Councilmember Oro,
Yes.
Councilmember Washington,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Joseph,
Yes.
and Mayor Garcia.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you, council. Public hearings are none this evening. We'll move on to business items. The Marine Clean Energy Deep Green Program.
Yep.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Finance Director Lincoln Bogard will be zooming in here in one moment to give you a quick snapshot about what affects the city and the city's electrical accounts.
Good evening, Mayor,
Good evening.
Council, and citizens of American Canyon. I'm going to keep this short, sweet, and at the abridged Cliff Notes version of the process. But I'd like to share my screen with you real quick here. We have the opportunity to move to the Marine Clean Energy Deep Green Program, and that would allow us to have 100% renewable energy. 50% of that would be through solar and 50% through wind. It would all be generated in California, and we would still use PG&E for delivery. So there would be no implementation costs of switching. The city is currently on the light green program. So we currently have 60% renewable energy and 40% fossil fuel. Just as a word of note, Calistoga beat us last week. It went to council. They were the last jurisdiction, aside from American Canyon, to go to deep green in Napa County. So we're the last one on this one, unfortunately. By going to this program, we'd be saving about 247,000 pounds of carbon dioxide per year into the atmosphere, or the equivalent of 20 houses worth of energy. They had calculated an estimated cost of $21,000 per year, or an estimated cost of $1,800 per month. When we had the NG project, that produced some savings, so that reduced the costs overall. They also, MCE already has a solar project in American Canyon, so they do local investments as well in infrastructure. It's pollinator friendly and it's certified. Scroll here. The original budget is in blue, with Deep Green, it would have increased the budget a little bit. With the NG savings, it brings it down significantly, so we still have a savings overall with the Deep Green. If you consider, this is the numbers of that, so a net savings of $332,500 a year in the first year, and that savings is intended to grow as the NG savings grow. If you consider the debt service payments on the NG loan with it, the break even happens in year 3 of the program. And, oops. Oh, I guess I lost my screen sharing. I had one more graph to show you, but I'll just wrap it up there. If there's any questions or if anyone has questions for MCE, they are on and able to answer questions as well.
Thank you for the presentation. Just for clarification for the viewing public, this would be for city facilities or areas where the city has required to use electric power.
That
Correct?
is,
So it's only limited to only that.
yes, and they, MCE, as cities implement it and they see the benefits, more and more residents sign up as well, because there is a residential program and a commercial program. So it is something that is available to everyone in American Canyon.
Well, this is a, looks like it's a very good financial savings as well. So that's good to know.
Yes, the cost is 1 penny per kilowatt hour above what we're paying now.
Any questions from the council? Okay, so being a business item, if we had any public comment, any comment from the public received?
We did not receive written comments in advance on this item, and at this time, there are no hands raised.
Very good, thank you.
Mayor, thank you.
Very good. Moving now to mayor council committee reports. I see we received Councilmember Joseph's. We'll defer mine till this meeting. Councilmember Albadamos, anything to report?
I'll defer mine as well.
Okay. Councilmember Washington?
I'll defer mine and looking forward to the National Night Out tonight.
Very good. Councilmember Oral?
Nothing to refer, sir.
Okay. Vice Mayor Joseph, anything further to add to yours?
Nothing, but I would like to talk about some next meetings kind of thing when the time comes.
Okay. Moving on into future agenda items, we have one on requesting on eucalyptus.
I would motion that we add that on the next agenda. I know that's going to be a busy one, but we need to also address it.
I'll second.
Motion
I'm sorry,
second.
who was the second?
Up here.
Washington.
Washington.
Thank you.
Okay, with that, Councilmember Albadamos,
Yes.
Councilmember Washington,
Yes.
Councilmember Oro,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Joseph,
Yes.
and I'm yes. Okay, very good.
Also, not on the next meeting, but I would like to schedule a presentation from a couple of our students from these schools for climate action, probably in September. I think it's about a 10, 20-minute presentation. Again, not on the next one, but sometime in September.
Yeah, do you have, Mark, do you have a specific contact there that we can reach out and coordinate with?
Jim Wilson is kind of like the adult, but it's Emily Bitt, who's our high school student, who's also the co-founder or the president of the SC4A.
I'll reach out.
Either one, I can get you contact one way or the other to kind of schedule it.
I'll reach out to Jim.
Okay, I'll second that.
Motion second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Albadamos,
Yes.
Councilmember Oro,
Yes.
Councilmember Washington,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Joseph,
Yes.
and Mayor Garcia.
Yes, thank you. Anything further for future agenda items?
Mr. Mayor, I don't know that this necessarily needs to be an agendized topic, but this is the second time that Mr. Marquez brought up the water fountains, and I believe last time I asked for a quick update on that too. So at
We
least.
just need to go get it fixed. We just need to go get it fixed.
So we are getting a replacement then. It's not that we're eliminating a water fountain.
We are getting it replaced. I don't have an update on the ordering or the timing of it, but we just need to go get it replaced. So The next step you'll get from me has been, it's been replaced.
Can I make a suggestion that we look at upgrading it to the ones where you put the water bottle there for a refill?
Yeah, let me
I'm
see.
just thinking COVID, so.
Yeah, let me see what's been ordered. I don't know yet what's been ordered, so.
I want to look at the one there at Wetlands Edge. It has a dog
Yeah,
watering component as well. All right. Anything further, council? Seeing none, last chance? Okay, good. Well, look, it's a National Night Out, so let's adjourn to celebrating with our community, National Night Out, and what a great community American Canyon is. So thank you all. We are adjourned.
Good night,
Be
America.
around.